Hi guys. Um, I wanted to come on and share the last project I made with the January kit from Create and Share, and she does have monthly kit club, and I made a final project. I'm so sorry it took me so long to get this video up. Um, man, I swear when you anyways, so yeah, so I created 3, or I guess 4, but these 2 I'm counting as 1 projects with the January kit, and it's from the Kit Club, and I had so much fun creating these projects. They're really sweet, and this Valentine's book, and just it could be used as anything really, but so I created this book that can hold, cards or Valentines. It can also, be used and taken apart. Other people have said that it looks like you could use it as to add pages to and make it a journal. So, there's this book, and then I also created this other book right here that was inspired by Nick the Booksmith. And so I did the Traveler's Notebook with the papers from Create and Share, and then I just made the cover, and everything was inspired by Nick the Booksmith. And then this little itty bitty teeny tiny mini album. I know you guys have kind of already seen these guys, so I just wanted to share these ones in particular. So this is like a little itty bitty teeny tiny mini album, and excuse my hands are all grungy from inks. I've really been getting into using these papers and inks. It's been so much fun. So anyways, yeah, so this little mini album, I forget the name of the lady that I saw make this. I know this little book that I made, Serenity Creations. I saw her video and followed her tutorial. But I forget the name of this little mini album. But she gives you all the instructions. I'll see if I can find it and link it below. But if not, I'll see what I can do. I'll try to link it below. Because I've wanted to make one of these forever, but I really thought that this paper, and I'd put like Book of Love and some little flowers. I think it turned out really cute, and I used the Create and Shares paper. So I used the authentic paper that came with the kit, and then also this is one of the chipboard pieces that came with the kit. And I'll bring her closer. So yeah, this is one of the chipboard pieces that came with the kit, as well as the scrapbooking paper that I use. And then this is actually a little sticker that came with the kit, and I'll open it up and show you. It's pretty cool because it was like that, and so I punched a hole right through the middle of it so I could put my closure on it, and it's just this little string. But yeah, these stickers also came with the kit. She gives you a full sheet of sticker sheet. So this mini album, it's all made from chipboard, or you can use, your old cereal boxes and stuff. That's what I use. And then just some scrapbooking paper. So I use the authentic scrapbooking paper from May Larson's kit for January. And I just really wanted to make this really sweet little mini album with it. So, and then I just used some regular white scrapbooking paper from my stash. And then I used, again, the authentic, I think it's Heartfelt or Sweetheart paper from May's kit, as well as stickers from May's kit, and it's Create and Share. And she does have a monthly kit club. So what I did was I made this little itty bitty teeny tiny book, and it has little pullouts. And again, that's another sticker from the Create and Share kit for January. And this also has another little sticker on it, but you can flip these up. These are actually like little tucks where you can pull them out, and you can put pictures in here or write a little note in there, and then stick it back in there. So each of the tops of these pages, you can tuck things into them. And so on this side, there's this little tuck, this little one that I made. So that's on this side. And then there's the other page. You can do anything with these, write notes in them, put pictures in them. They're just little mini albums. And then this is another tuck that I made for the top of this page. And luckily, all the scrapbooking paper matches really well. Really well. And then there's also this one. Okay. And then there's this one. And this is another just white piece of cardstock that I use. But I have used a sticker from the Authentique paper kit that comes with these January kit club. And then again, it's pretty much the same thing throughout all these. Sorry. All these little tucks are all over the place in all the tops of the pages. So it has 1, 2, 3, 6 pages. So you can just see it's all right here. It's really fun to make. It was surprisingly time consuming considering how small it was. And then in the back, I have another little tuck that I made. I don't think there's any stickers on this one. Yeah. And then I used another little sticker that was in the Create and Share kit. And it's awesome because she gives you all the papers from that line as well as the sticker pack too. So you can create pretty much anything. But yeah, and then this is the back. And then I did lots of staining all over the place. Then I just put some little flowers that I have. They're little paper flowers. And then I just made a little tie with some string. I did have some lace in here, but it was just getting way too bulky. So I just made a little tie with some string. And it's kind of a little tricky to tie it, but yeah, it looks really cute. And I love how it stands up. And so it measures only about less than 2.5 inches by less than 2.5, or right at 2.5 inches. So yeah, it's really sweet. I really like how it turned out, and the spine and everything. So I hope you guys like it too, and I hope some of these projects inspire you to work with your January kit. Oh yeah, and I also put some little applique pieces behind the chipboard piece that I use to raise it, just to make it a little more dimensional. Okay, so there's that. And then you guys know how May Larson, she makes these, she and both Angela made these amazing, those heart albums. And I love everything mini. I think we all already know that. So, in the kit, there was these chipboard hearts. And I was like, oh my gosh, I could make a little mini heart album like May did. And this could be like a dangle from one of the books that I created. So that's what I did. And so it was so much fun, and it's so stinking cute. I really love how it turned out. So anyways, so Instead of 4 chipboard hearts, there was only 3, unfortunately, of the small ones. And I went ahead and punched a hole in the side, and I made my little ring. And then I, put all these little dangles because I want to make this a tassel that will hook on the side of a book. And then I also made a little baby book that's like only an inch by, it's super tiny, and it's like supposed to be a little charm. And then I put a bunch of little yummies at the end of these dangles, like some buttons from the Create and Share kit. For that red one wasn't one of their buttons, but some of the buttons from the Create and Share kit. And then I also put in some little pink flowers and little diamante flowers and stuff to hang down from the tassel. But I'll show you the little book first. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. I can make a little miniature version of those little chipboard albums that May makes. And it's nothing compared to the gorgeousness that she makes, but I really think it turned out cute, and I love everything Minnie. So on the first page, I just decorated it with lace. I did lots of staining the edges, put a button on here, some little appliques, doily pieces, little flat back pearls, and a little flat back pink flower. And then on the back, I did another little, this piece of lace came in the kit, and I did some pink, some more pink flat backs. Then I made a little tag, which is like itty bitty, almost the size of my fingertip. And then another little flower. And then on this one, I used a doily, and I folded it so it could be a pocket. And then I made all these little tags. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, there they are. It's like, don't tell me they're stuck. Okay, so yeah, I made just a bunch of little itty bitty, teeny tiny tags, as you can see, and even little booklets. But yeah, just lots of little tags and stuff. Since I didn't have little miniature calling cards that I saw that inspired me, which was May's, where she put her calling cards in her pockets, and also Angela put her Dex cards in her pockets. It's like, oh, let's make some little itty bitty tags with the paper. But yeah, I think that turned out super sweet. And then they're all in there. And then another little flat back flower. And then on the back, again, is just another little pocket that I made with some muslin. And I tattered it all up. Put some little itty bitty tiny trim. Another little itty bitty flower. And then another flower, and then more tags. And you can, they're flopping all over the place. You can see they're just little tag-shaped pieces of paper on here. I think they turned out super sweet. And then on the last page, I did another pocket. I was really enjoying making these pockets and these little tiny tags. I'll tell you, they get addicting. So that's a little booklet. So that's in there. Sorry, it's not focusing. And then another little flower on there with the doily. And then on the last page, on the back, I used another piece of the lace that comes in this kit, as well as made some more little tags. And then I put another little flat back of those pink roses. And then I made a little ring, and I made this ring with a I made it myself because there wasn't really anything I had the size of this. So I actually made it with an eye pin, and it worked pretty well actually. And then so I used lots of like lace and fibers to hang down here. And then at the ends I put lots of just little trinket pieces, like that little diamante flower. And then there's not anything on there. Some more of those diamante flowers. This little red button. A little flat back flower. A little pink flower. And then I used some buttons, and I did these little cherries. I just put a bunch of little yummies on there. And then here's the little itty bitty teeny tiny book I made, and it measures about 1 inch by 1 1/4, it looks like. And it's so itty bitty small. I just, for the front of it, I put a little button with a bow on it. You can see that. And then you open it up, and I put some more little itty bitty teeny tiny tags in here that go right in there. And then these are all just blank pages. Then there's a little bookmarker, just blank pages, and then another tag over here. And then as you can see, I use the paper from the Create and Share January kit. And I just love how it turned out. It's super sweet. I love how both these turned out. I think this will be awesome looking on the side of a book. Like, let's say, this book. I think it would look super cute, just, you know, dangling there off the side of a book. I didn't finish showing this book yet either. So I showed you guys the inside, the TN part, but this is the outside. And I did some Mod Podging, experimenting, and then I did some sewing. And I used some, this is pink dyed sari ribbon that's used for the closure. And then I made a little clothespin right here where I made a little beautiful bow, and I love how that turned out. And so let me open this big guy. So I kind of added on more after the fact, after I showed you guys what I made with this. So here's a couple of the pieces fell, oh, there they are. Some of the pieces fell out of here. So, as you can see, that it first started out with this journal right here, this traveler's notebook. I already have a video sharing this and showing it. So you guys have already seen this traveler's notebook that I made, but I kind of like made a cover for it, kind of, you could say. And this cover was inspired by Nick the Booksmith. She made one like really similar to this, almost really closely to this. I kind of just did my own little decorations, but I followed her steps on how to create it, and I think it turned out super sweet. So over on this side, I just put some ephemera in here and made this little doily pocket with this little doily. And then this is a little pouch, and inside this pouch there's more ephemera from the kit, the January kit. If I can get it. Okay, yeah, more ephemera from like the January kit, from Create and Share from May Larson. And it's just little pieces, calling cards and stuff that I made lots of ephemera with, lots of extra ephemera that didn't end up needing to go into the actual book, but I thought it could be kept in this pocket, and that way if people did want to add to it, they could. And then there's more ephemera. I even used one of the calling cards to put some ribbon around. So yeah, it's just lots of ephemera that I made for this journal that ended up being too much, didn't need all of it. And then over here is the same thing, more ephemera pieces that I had that just didn't need to go in the book because I had made so much. So all this didn't need to go in the actual book. So it's just lots more ephemera pieces. And yeah, this turned out super sweet. And I put some little doily pieces in the edges. I used some doily trim to make the pocket and some crochet trim. And then yeah, the traveler's notebook inside is easily removed. You can remove this and put in another one and take out the ephemera. And I made it so you can, you know, if it's like a vintage style ephemera or a vintage style notebook you're putting in next, I mean, you can take out all this pink stuff, just replace it with your vintage ephemera. So it's not, you know, you don't necessarily have to have all this pink stuff in here or anything. And then this is the closure for the traveler's notebook. And more of the pink starry ribbon. And yeah, so everything, I really love how it turned out and how it can be used. I hope you guys like it too. And yeah, it's just really super sweet. And I love how the cover ended up coming out. I think it's sweet. This is a technique that I'm going to have to show you guys soon that I have been working on and trying to pick up. But yeah, some of these ladies are so talented with Mod Podge and art. I'm not the best artist. I can't draw. Well, I mean, I can draw, but I'm not like super good at it or anything like that. I'm really, my cup of tea is pretty much textiles and working with textiles. But I'm trying. So, you know, layering, collaging, I really enjoyed that. So I know also May made a canvas cover for hers too, which turned out super sweet. But I think instead of a trifold, it was just a, you know, just a folded, which is super sweet, and I loved how that turned out as well. So, and you don't even have to make a cover for your travels notebook. It's completely up to you guys. So, whatever you decide to do. But yeah, I love how it turned out, and there's always lots of strings coming off. Because I love to shabby up my edges. So that's that project. And then I'll show you the last one, which is this project. I know I've done a video showing every little aspect of this, so you guys know exactly what this little gal looks like. She was super sweet, and I love how like the yarn got all tattered, and I just love how it looks. It's so tattered yumminess. I love tattered stuff, so I like how that looks. And yeah, this book is just super sweet, and I love how it turned out, and I think it's just really sweet. So and I used a lot of like the chipboard pieces from the kit for January, and lots of the stickers, and there's chipboard pieces under these. The lace, yeah, lots of yummies in these kits. So anyways, thank you so much for coming and watching my just kind of January projects that I created with the January kit from Create and Share. I just want to kind of wrap it all up, just so you guys knew everything I made from that kit. I mean, I still have stuff that I can use to make even more stuff. So, I mean, it's, you know, you can create with so many different ideas and things, and you guys just gotta spread your, oh, that's that. You guys just pretty much have to think about it, and if you have an animation, you can create it pretty much. That's my thought anyways. So, yeah, I really love how everything turned out, and I hope that you guys do too. I hope that I could inspire some of you guys, and I hope you have a lovely day, and thank you so much for coming by and watching my video. If you have any questions, let me know by leaving a comment below. Unfortunately, I'm unable to link the Create and Share group, but if you're interested in any of the monthly kit clubs, are in the monthly kit club, then contact May Rodriguez Larson on Facebook or Karen Stansel. They can definitely help you out. Or Angela Velasquez. Sorry, Angela, I know I'm butchering your last name. I'm so sorry, hon. And they can help you get in touch with me. So, or I can as well. So just let me know. And I hope you guys all have a lovely day. And again, thank you so much for watching. Bye.